We have another point here from the audience, which is interesting. It's a point sort of against a regulatory college. This individual says that I feel well supported by my employer with regular continuing education teleconferences and training when new equipment and procedures are implemented, and am not sure a regulatory body is necessary. How would you address concerns from this individual?
I can just briefly address that. When I know from my personal experience that there are many technologists that do take pride in the fact that they do take education and credits, and they do attend continuing education courses. And I also do know that there are technologists out there who do not take these education courses. And I think that is my concern with regard to the technologists who are working side by side, those who do not take those education courses that are mandatory for them to improve their skills in the profession. And if you are working as a technologist who understands the importance of education in your profession, and you're working alongside someone who does not partake in any of that, of those courses, how confident are you also with the degree that they are handling their tests, their devices? How confident are you in that their results are just as confident, are just as reliable as the results that you will be putting out as well? So my concern is you may be able to justify you taking courses and not justify the regulation of establishment of a college, yet someone beside you who doesn't have those skills readily, how well do they handle the advancements in technologies?
If I could just add to Cheryl's comment, this individual might be very lucky insofar as their employer does support their educational requirements. I have organized 2 annual general conferences in the last couple of years for medical radiation technologists. In both those years, the numbers were down. And one of the reasons we heard for why the numbers were down was that the employer was really not supporting the educational costs associated with attending an annual general conference. So I would say that if you're lucky and your employer is supporting this, that's great, but I don't think that is the case universally, and a regulation would require that that be the case universally.
And again, if I can add a bit, a lot of this does go into what the role of the associations or societies would be after we have a legislated regulatory body. Would we be focusing on what the actual needs are? Because technologists are busy people, they have lives, they have families. Instead, we would have a group of people actively seeking what direction education needs to go to best service the public. And that would be the role of the associations in providing what truly is a proper continuing education credit.